Hello everyone, this is Valorant, and I better turn off the noise. We are on No Man's Sky and we are going to play on a normal one today, and this is quite newly started, so there's a lot of things to do. So yeah. And I just realized this is a wrong save, because that is one after an expedition. Huh? Haha! That, yeah. That is, oh dear. This is, not really what I actually wanted to play on. So, bear with me, I will have to load another one. I ran around these and you know what, that doesn't really matter. Problem is I have filled too many up. I start a brand new game. I am kind of at the moment running some different introductions to the game, showing how to do the most basic things from the beginning. And I actually think that is a good thing to do. And from these Twitch streams, I cut out certain things and put on my YouTube channel with to help people if they need it. So I'm starting here on a hot planet. Fair enough. And I will say I didn't abandon my abandoned universe, but I kind of got a little bit too much playing it. It is very challenging. You have to think all the time what you're doing and plan a lot ahead, and that's okay, but it gets too much sometimes. So it's nice sometimes just to play on a kind of, yeah, I forgot something here. So actually, I'm sorry. Because one thing now I did it anyway. Yeah. The thing is, I don't want to have the tutorial enabled. I don't know if I can do that after initialization, but let's see. Another type of planet, toxic, I would guess. Yeah, toxic. Quite beautiful though. So, yeah. It's green. Blue skies.
Multi-tool and mining laser attachment operational. User initialization sequence complete.
So my first thought is always, is there a cave around? If there is, that's a good place to start. However, you need to make sure those hazardous floras are not bothering you. They will pop out toxic oozes which can actually disorientate you or worse. So I need to fix that, and I wanted to see if I could difficulty so it actually doesn't seem like I have it on. Okay. Multiplayer is enabled. Allow PvP with no one. Can add base parts, friends and groups, show anyone. Yeah. So, oh, there's one more thing I need to do before I forget it. Okay, it remembered what I put it on. Okay. It normally doesn't do that, so yeah, well. So when you're in a cave, you're safe from the environment. At least that's one place to start. If you're lucky, there is what you need in the cave, but it doesn't look like it. So I will have to venture out, but good things with starting by going into a cave is you don't get stressed. When you just start the game, it can be quite stressful until you actually get the hang on what you're doing. It's carbon, that's good for my multi-tool, for my mining, but not for anything else. And I do want to actually scan to see, because if it has a secondary, you won't get that if you don't scan. So we need to get the scanner repaired. There is no normal things here. Can I get out here? Yeah. Identified plant, there's a lot of plants. That one I know gives me oxygen, so that's one thing which is useful. So I need some kind of rocks. That's one. And I don't really want to pick up things I haven't scanned, because that is where you lose out on things. That's an animal. I need 75, so it's quite a bit. Getting there. So if I take one more, it should be fine. Then I will go back to the cave. Oh there. Yeah. Where was the cave? It had a weird hole down in the ground. It was over here somewhere. Yeah, now you might tell me that why don't you just fix your scanner? Absolutely correct. But by chance I know that there is a little bit of carbon down here, so let's go and get that first. Yeah, that I know is as well. So okay, that is just annoying. It was not the cobalt I wanted to hit. How many do I need for carbon nanotube? 50. Jesus. It's not making it easy. So you get a couple of things from the game, and the rest is things you have to go out and find. So yeah. Scanning gives you money, so that's actually not a bad thing. You have to scan things, but okay, it's only carbon, so yeah, I need a lot more carbon than I had. So again, I have to venture out in the real world, I think, because there wasn't any more in here. Which is fine. Now I have my first scans, so that is actually, and I have gotten a thing or two that is useful. There's animals. I can scan any of them. There's even buildings around. So that's positive, and of course I have to tend to the environment as well. That's and while you are doing these things, it pops up with things as you encounter them that you should take a look at it and so on. So there's a signal over there telling me that's where my ship is, so I am just grabbing a little bit here and there as I run, because I know I'm going to need a thing or two. And a lot of people find the first start quite tricky, stressful. It can be, no doubt about that. Trying to take something which was unidentified. Which one was that? Okay. Yeah. So there's a monolith over there. I'm not going to be going there right away. Um, okay, finding an S-class module. I've been running around in abandoned, going to a lot of these, and I didn't get one single. Well, no, that's not true. I have gotten something, but not a lot. And when I play on normal or even on permadeath, I get way more than I did in the abandoned one. And yeah, that's I think that's where such law kind of comes in. No Man's Sky is very often a such law simulator because whenever you really need something, you can't find it. Well, a normal where you have space stations, you can build out your slots in your exosuit, your multi-tool, and your ship. It is kind of a little bit easier, at least to get those parts. And the space stations will provide you with loads of modules as you go as well. And I am very aware of that as well. The thing is, I have some sodium which I would need to, what I would need to do is top up here, and I can do that with sodium. That one needs oxygen. I don't have a lot of that, so, but what I will do is I will go in here and then sit a bit, because that actually recharges my shielding as well, so I just managed to remove all my windows. Not the first time I've done that. So repair ship systems. That one is broken. See, now it's coming up. I have other things which is broken. That one needs purifier and needs hermetic seal. I don't think I have the recipe for that, so I can make the metal plating. Hooray. But I can't make the other one. Dihydrogen jelly I can make immediately, because that was why I picked up certain things. So, well, that on its own is not good, so that we will have to deal with. So now we just, well, I just pick up what's around, because weirdly enough, sometimes you can actually get something you might need. A bit of sodium, that one I can't open until I get an Atlas pass, and that's one of the things I normally get quite quickly. So is this close to the surface? Where did it go? There. If it's close, you might be able to pick it up without digging. No. Need to ask for some help. It tells me to go to this one, so I only need one more animal, then I have all animals on this planet, so that's useful. Okay, it tells me to go and do a diagnostic, so let's do that. So now it wants me to go to that. Then I get a map. They gave me a map and I have to read it. So yeah, I'll do that. It's quite a bit away, so that is going to be a walk in the... But as it is, I don't have any options else. You just have to do what you have to do. Problem is, we need this to get off the planet, and we need this to fly the plane. I could probably fix this, but that one I need the hermetic seal, which I have to walk and get. So and traditionally, while you're on the way, there normally would be a storm. These blue ones actually give you some extra juice with your jetpack, so if you are somehow in a hurry, they are actually quite helpful. There's a cave, but you can't get into it. Okay. Well, doesn't kill you, make you stronger. The best approach would be to go into a cave. I don't have a terrain manipulator, otherwise I could make a hole down the ground myself, but as I don't have that option, that is just... Okay, there is the place I need to go. So if I can just get into the shelter, then I'm fine. Because then they will recover. This one will not though, so I'm actually going to top that off. Up. So I'm creating these because I can use them on this one as well. Sodium is used for several things, so I don't really want to waste too much of it on my shieldings. So I'd rather use something else and then hope the best. So these normally you extract nanites from them, but of course when it's something special, then that's not what's going to happen. And traditionally I go to the buildings and try to get anything which is free to pick up. And the other day I was asked, why do you pick up the junk? And that is a very good question, but I do it because it turns into useful things. They are unfortunately a little bit too low. So
Toxic protection. 40.
where on earth is the save point? Am I blind or something? I might be. Oh, I have met you, okay. I have to look for the last animal though. Back to the ship. Yeah, I already know that. Have I seen that before? Yeah. Oh, sorry, I have some barking mad dogs. No, they are not mad. They are just barking. Oh. I have scanned them, yeah. So now I got what I need to repair the ship, and I got the recipe for it as well. So it was two things in one. You see, I got it there. That is the thing I need. Oh, let's take this one as well. So the first step is always getting off the planet. And that makes the game a lot more fun to play. Because imagine you were stuck on the planet, then what?
Toxic protection. 40.
Oh, I know. But I'm not going to top it up until I really need to. Because if I can't get back to the ship and just sit there, let it auto top, so to speak, then I save some resources I can use in other situations. So I need a metal plating for that. that is a refiner, and that is needed to convert materials. Pretty simple. And this is where my junk comes in handy. So while that is working there, I will sit here, I will put that on, then the engine is fixed, and then I am going to make the pure ferrite so I can fix that one as well. Then at least we can go to a space station and that is a good place to start. No. Yeah. I do know how to do these things, so that's why I actually didn't want the tutorial on, but never mind that. So it kind of tells me what to do in well, it all comes out of this, and then you go into these and it gives you more and more. Yeah, okay. They want me to test something I already tested, so yeah. Well, so I said that there's only one animal I'm missing, so that's and if you don't know what that animal is, you can actually check it out. And you do that by going into discoveries. You have 5 out of 6. It's a rare underground one, so I need some caves or the opening to the caves, then I might find it. So yeah, we can fix that. And now we can actually fly away. I'm just going to let that finish. And it's more healthy to sit in the ship than standing around like a muppet. Oh, welcome. So that was the question about the junk. I refine it, and some junk becomes to nanite, some becomes to ferrite dust, which you use quite a bit of it, but you also collect a lot, so that is absolutely fine. Welcome to, and I hope I can show a thing or two that is interesting. I just started a new normal game. I haven't been playing much normal game lately, and I have a kind of a tendency at the moment to try to help new players, because there's been a lot of questions about basic things popping up, so I'm kind of do some playthrough showing things. The more interesting things I will cut out and put as videos on YouTube as well, so everyone can have a peek if they want to. It's very important to state that we all play differently, so there's nothing I'm saying that is a pointer that that's how you should play, because it's not. Don't copy me. Find your own part and find your own way of how you want to play. I'm just showing certain ways to do things, but it is not necessarily the right or wrong. There is no right or wrong, but if there is a way doing things which you find easier, then that's the way you do it. If you think I do it in a way which looks easier than you do, well, try it out, and if it works for you, then adapt it. If it doesn't, keep the way you are doing things, because it's very important that we remember that we play our game as we play it. And as I said, there's no right, there's no wrong. That's the game, and that is how you want to play it. So, even though it might sound sometimes I say, oh, you should do this, you should do that. No. I suggest you do this or that, but whether you want to do it is up to you. So, while that runs too, that doesn't take too long, but I always say follow the primary missions, because the benefits is bigger than the hassles to do them, and they can be done quite quickly. And one of the reasons I started a new game is there's been some changes to some of them, so I want to actually see how they pan out. But again, if you choose not to, well, it's your choice. I would not lift an eyebrow if you chose to find the first and best planet and build a base and explore that planet 100%. And build a swimming pool or whatever you would like to do. It's your choice, and that's the great thing with the game, is that you can do whatever you want. I haven't got a lot of money and nanites yet, but that will change. So how far are we with this? Oh, thank you for following, and welcome too. And if you're one who has been playing for donkey's years, then you know what I'm talking about when I say that the part you choose is your own. I actually have sometimes encountered newer players and say, no, we have to do, no you don't. Forget all that crap. Some people like to tell others how to play a game, but that doesn't make it right or wrong. It's your game, you choose. And bloody hell, no one should tell me how to play. And that's not meant in a negative way, but if you come and tell me, why do you do it like that? It's much easier if you do this and that. And then I would probably try it, and if I like it, yes, I will then do it. So this is testing the engine, but again, I prefer to have it without tutorial, and I can say that without spoiling anything. I normally play on permadeath, and there you have the option at least, or used to. I haven't started a new game after Worlds Part 2 was released, so it could be that something has changed. It does happen sometimes, and not always we can find any documentation about it, so yeah. So something comes in and I get some coordinates. So that was kind of the planet I was born on. I do like to see what else is in the system, because very often you start building a base, and now I know there's a paradise planet that's a little bit more convenient to build bases on, where you on other planets with a bad environment might struggle getting around and collecting resources and other things, but I don't want to spoil anything. There's another paradise planet, okay. 2 and 7, there's a moon behind it, but that I don't know. But they want me to go down there and look at that signal source, so let's do that. So if we're new to the game and following the instructions from the game, it will teach us a lot of the basic things. And I emphasize a lot of, however, there is a thing or two which they kind of jump very easy over. So this is still the toxic planet, so I still have to be a little bit careful with my shielding. So I saved the junk, and to be honest, if you can't be bothered doing the junk like I do, refining it, you can still sell it. It is, oh, there is sentinels. I don't really want to start fighting with them, so normally I would just leave it, but I know I need a lot of carbon, so condensed carbon is even better because it lasts longer than normal carbon and spend less when you use it. So it only investigates me when I actually pick up something, so it's not aggressive as such. So we need to go roughly that way. That's probably the one I need, yeah. So remember that I picked up one of those damaged machinery and got a S-class module. So now I'm going, every time I get close to one, I will go and pick it up. This one will not give me anything in that direction, I believe, because this is a mission object. So, what is this? Okay, we're getting a base computer and a terrain manipulator. See, that is something which is very useful. Carbon nanotubes and dihydrogen jelly, okay. So I can see there's a knowledge stone there. There is a number of races with language, and my experience is it's actually good to learn as many words as you can. And the reason for that is sometimes you get situations where it's half written in English because you know those words, and then the rest is garbled in a language you don't understand. And you are sometimes guessing what you are supposed to do with that information. And to be honest, I rather want to have the full knowledge of what I'm doing instead of ending up with half guessed, half read, and then do something wrong and not getting anything out of it. So, because the game is very unforgiving, if you make a mistake, then you won't get any rewards. Of course, that's reality for you. So there's a reason I picked these up. I need a couple of things from them in the beginning here. So, and I can tell you, without making any spoilers, later you will need even more of them. So, yeah. Therefore, pick up when you come across them. There's more over there. Oh, I didn't see them. I always pick boxes up because whatever I get is something I don't have to either make or hunt and grind to get. So again, that is based on my gaming experience, and it's not like it's mantra or anything, but I'm also a notorious hoarder, so that might reveal a thing or two as well. So I can reveal animals or creatures, as they in general is called, that is living underground. Sometimes will be at the opening to the caves as well. Yeah, I just realized I should have done that before I left, but never mind. There's another piece of damaged machinery, so I know it might be a little bit silly chasing them already, but I have been playing a number of hours on the abandoned universe, and that's been quite daunting a couple of times. So let's put that down there. That one I'm going to sell. You can collect them and use them for different things, but I'm not too fussed about that. But it's a gig relic, and you can give that to a gig and get a standing with them. I don't have any fuel left, so need to fill that up. And now I have a terrain manipulator. So it says gather copper. Wow. That I have no problem doing, but it's actually going to pretty much tell me to build a base on this planet. I'm not going to do that. The thing is, based on a planet that has a hazardous environment will always cause you some discomfort when you're out and about.